Poor Wolfie's getting a bath. We're at my daughter's house. Giving her a little scrub. I'm gonna wait 10 minutes to get some of these fleas killed. Love you. Love you. She's pissed. Just gave Wolf her a bath. Getting her good and dry. Getting her good and dry. Getting her good and dry. She got some fleas down here in Florida. The fleas are the worst I've ever seen anywhere. We've traveled all over the country, and anyway, my daughter helped me give her a bath, and she feels so much better. You feel so much better, don't you? I love you. I love you. All right. What do you think? What do you think? You feel better, Wolf? You feel better? Feel better? Hi, Wolfer. Okay, we're clean. Hey guys, we're in Alexander Springs on the St. John River in Florida. There's my grandson Gray. Look at how beautiful this place is. I think there's alligators in this particular river, although I've never seen any. It's gorgeous. It's raining a little bit just to cool it off just a little bit before it heats up again. Gray. Gray. You having fun? Good. Yeah, sure. Come show me a clam. Bring me a clam. That's all right. Show the camera, buddy. Show the camera, buddy. Neato. Thanks, buddy. it. The shizzle. I'm filming, Greg. Go. We're on a bumpy road in Florida. Hey guys, still in Florida, will be for another week or two. Just wanted to take a quick minute to talk to you guys about freedom. One of the things that I decided a couple of years ago when I bought my rig was that I had had enough of the job that I didn't like or love, that barely paid my bills, and tired of relationships that didn't work for me, and adult relationships that weren't mutually beneficial, and living in an apartment that took all my money, not traveling, and about the power of freedom. There's so much power in the freedom of being able to get up every single day and do exactly what you want to do. And I feel like the reason there's so many people that watch our videos in the van life and the RV life is because they're trying to escape from things that they don't like, that they can't stand, that they can barely take. You go into a job that you detest, that barely pays your bills, or maybe even doesn't pay your bills. The last job, the last full-time gig that I had, I was painting for somebody I didn't respect and I didn't like, and it was very difficult for me to go into a job every day that I hated. But the difference between maybe what I was doing and what you're doing was that I was saving to be back on the road full time in my RV in the Betty Lou. So I was pretty happy every day that when I got up and I went to work. Even though I painted for somebody that I didn't like at all, didn't respect at all, but I was glad to do it because I knew that there was something coming at the end of that. And I'm not sure how it is in other countries, but I know in America, and here in the U.S., I don't know what the statistic is, but there's a great number of us that don't even have enough money if we lost our jobs or our source of income, that we wouldn't be able to live 1 month. Think about that. If you're in a situation where you hate your job, or even if you love your job, most likely you don't like your job, and that's why you're watching this video. You're trying to figure out a way to do what I do, or maybe you know me, and maybe you're my auntie. Hi, auntie. But I think the reason you are watching this video is because you don't like parts, some, or all of your life, and that's okay. I'm just going to give you a quick history of some things that I've been through. I was married for 23 years. I was in a terrible relationship. I did end up having 2 amazing kids from that, and I'm forever grateful and blessed from that. But otherwise, I was in an awful relationship that I should have left years and years and years ago. And I think that there's a ton of you out there that are in the same situation. So not only was I in a terrible relationship, I disliked what I was doing, and I worked for myself. I had a few printing companies that I bought and merged to put them together. I had some copy shops, COPY shops. A long time ago, I was an executive with Kinko's, so that was my, before that I was a chef, and then transitioned into the corporate America. So anyway, so I started to take my own destiny in my own hands, and I still wasn't happy. I wasn't happy because I wasn't happy. It wasn't money. I had money. It wasn't a marriage. I was in a marriage. It wasn't kids. I had amazing kids, still have amazing kids. And all those things that I thought that I needed to make me happy, a big, beautiful, fancy 5-bedroom, 4-bath house on water in a fancy neighborhood. Like I said, enough money to do pretty much what I wanted to do. If I wanted a new car. Sorry guys, I got a new camera holder. If I wanted a new car, I went and got a new car. We had everything that we wanted. And so even with all of that, working for myself, I still wasn't happy. And so I left my marriage. I had some medical problems. I was very heavy. I was a heavy drinker. I was a heavy smoker. I don't do either of those things now. I've lost a lot of weight. But I wasn't happy. And I used that as an excuse to drink. I used that as an excuse to eat what I wanted. I used that as an excuse to live an unfulfilled life. And then I started losing people, and by starting to lose people, I lost my brother before he was 50. I've lost tons of family. I lost my dad when he was just a little over 60. Lots and lots and lots of people that I lost at such a young age. And I as I get older, I'm 51. I'll be 52 in a couple of months. It's 2020 as I'm filming this. And I'm not sure when you're watching it, but you can do the math whenever you're watching this. And at about 45, 46, I knew that my marriage was coming to an end. I was sick and tired of myself. I was sick and tired of my situation. And I said, that's it. I'm done being in a relationship with someone who doesn't appreciate me. I'm done drinking. I'm done smoking. I'm done being, 70 pounds overweight. I almost had a heart attack. Stents in my heart, a week, 10 days in the hospital. And I just said, that's it. I'm done having a life that I am not happy with, because people around me are going to die. And when all of the people around you die, what does that tell you? Well, I'll tell you what it told me. It tells me that I'm going to die. And I know that seems a little bit funny or not very insightful, but you're 40 years old. You got the world by the tail, and then you wake up one day and you don't. So wherever you're at, whether you're 18, 65, or 40, most of us are not happy in our lives. Most of us are not happy in our relationships. Most of us cannot stand our jobs. And if you're one of those people who are in an unfulfilling relationship and who are in a God, you can't stand another day in your job, you hate your boss, you don't respect your boss, or maybe one of those things is good. Maybe you have a wonderful girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, husband, wife, whatever that is, and there's other parts of your life that are unfulfilling. Or maybe everything is just awful. Control and power. I took control back of my life. I am back in control of every second of my life. You may have a job that doesn't pay your bills that you hate. Really? I did that for a long time. After I sold my businesses, I was fortunate to have some partnerships, and I built partnerships. But throughout my life, and partnerships which I went into business with my friends, I made good money, and I love those dudes, and I still do. But there's been so many times in my life where I hated my job and I couldn't pay my bills. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Why do we do that? It's insanity. We work jobs that we can't stand to buy stuff that we don't know on social media to impress people that we don't know and don't even like. Holy smokes, man. It's insanity. So, if you're one of the millions of people in America who are in an unfulfilling relationship, maybe you're addicted to something like I was, maybe you hate your job, you're not paying your bills, and let me tell you something, as I'm filming this, getting ready to go on June 1st, 2020, there's 40 million new Americans out of work, and we're getting ready to have the second round of the COVID-19 that's coming this fall. Let me tell you something. However you feel politically, and I don't care how you feel politically, I still love you and respect you and will always listen to you. It's going to get worse. And I didn't start this channel because I knew it was going to get bad. I started this channel because I got into another situation where I needed to work again. I needed to pay off some bills, and so I did. I started working 2 jobs, hated it again, but knew something else was coming. If you're one of the 40 million people in America that have just lost their jobs, or another 100 million that hate their jobs or are not making enough money, it is time for you to get back the control in your life. And this lifestyle, the van lifestyle, the RV lifestyle, will allow you to do that. And it will allow you to do that in a way that is safe, with a minimal amount of money, and in a way that you can control your life, control the hours that you work, and make less money if you like, or save more money. If this is your first video with me, go back and check out some of the weekly budget videos that I do. It's $500 a month for a single person, $1,000 a month for a couple if you don't go out to eat, if you're smart. I was paying $2,300 a month for an apartment, and I had to work all the time just to be able to afford it. And now I live in an RV. I travel all year long. I do everything that I want to do. I make and sell things, and not everybody can do that, but you can figure out a way for you to live this lifestyle for way less than you're doing now. It is insanity to get up and go to a job that you can't stand and barely be able to pay your bills. Especially if, with all of the unemployment, the divorce rates are really, really high. And honestly, I'm single right now. I don't know if I'm ever going to get married again. I don't know many people who are married, still married, who are happy. So, and God bless you guys. I know people who are. God bless you. For me right now, that's not working. So I get to get up every day. Think about this one, and I always close, you know how I close if you watch my videos. What if you could say this statement? And I want you to write this down and think about it. Okay, you ready? I'm never going to get up and do anything else in my life that I don't want to. I'm never going to do anything else again that I don't want to. Bad relationship with adult kids, relationships with your friends, a boss you don't respect, a job that doesn't pay your bills, never being able to see different parts of the country. I am always shocked when I engage someone and they say, well, I've never seen the ocean. Oh my goodness, you've never seen the ocean, then you've never lived. You've never seen a mountain, you've never lived. I was talking to a friend recently, and I know I've lived a life of travel. We talked about seeing the mountains, and I said I lived in Alaska and I lived in Seattle in 1992. We talked about, I don't remember what she was saying, something about food, and I said there were 2 times in my life, and I don't drink anymore, but there were 2 times in my life where I put beer in a mountain stream, and that beer came out with ice chunks in it. And once was below Mount Rainier out in Washington State, and once was below Mount McKinley in Alaska. If you've never traveled, if you're in a job you hate, if you're with somebody that you cannot stand, life is too short. You're going to die, I'm going to die, we're all going to die, and you can choose what you will and will not do for the rest of the time that you have left here on earth. I think that you should start living like you have 2 years left to live. because you wouldn't necessarily quit your job and, you know, the second, you know, but you would start making plans to see everything that you had to see before you died. Live your life like you have a year or two to live, and you are going to see all of those things. Yep, I'm telling you, quit your job, quit that spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend that doesn't like you. Tell your friends to kiss your booty because they don't love or respect you. They're not interested in getting your back. Tell all those people on social media to kiss your ass. Your life should not be about impressing people on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever the hell else social media that you're on. Your life should be about living your life and getting up every single day and doing one thing that gets you closer to your dreams. All right. Time to make changes, guys. It's time. The unemployment is on the rise. People are struggling. You can't pay your bills. Great. Get yourself in a situation where you can get into a vehicle and travel. You might as well do it now because you're going to be at home in a miserable situation. You might as well go out and see the country. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. I do have an update on the TV deal really quickly. We're still in negotiation. They asked me for some more things. I've given it to them, and that's where we're at. We're still in the running. I'm really excited to say that we're still pitching that, and I'll let you guys know that when I know anything else. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one.